A new tax for electric vehicle drivers and speeding up approvals for housing are some of the key takeaways from the Treasurer's economic roundtable. Jim Chalmers has hinted at broader tax reforms to come.
Okay, everyone.
3 days, 30 hours and more than 55 participants. The Treasurer has wrapped his much-hyped roundtable.
I finished those 3 days more optimistic about the progress that we can make together than I was at the start.
Agreement reached to cut nuisance tariffs, accelerate changes to environmental laws and simplify the construction code to make it easier to build homes, and progress plans to tax electric vehicles for using public roads.
A lot of conceptual support for road user charging.
On bigger tax reforms, more work to be done, but hints about the government's direction, with almost unanimous agreement that younger generations are getting a raw deal.
I think our tax system is imperfect, and one of its most troubling imperfections is best seen through an intergenerational lens.
Illustrated by the fact that Australians earning the same income can pay vastly different amounts of tax, all depending on their age.
A working household, say got two incomes, making 100 grand, will pay twice the tax of a household that's over 65 that has the same amount of income.
Why? Older Australians get the lion's share of generous super and housing tax breaks.
It's about capital gains tax and negative gearing.
But no consensus yet. Outside the room and out of the loop,
we heard about the proposed changes from the federal government when the minister made his address yesterday.
The states seemingly blindsided by plans to rein in the cost of the National Disability Insurance Scheme and move children with autism and milder developmental delays off the scheme and onto a new support program.
I became aware of that at the time of Minister Butler delivering his speech.
Despite that, the minister wants the states to match the $2 billion the Commonwealth is tipping in.
We want to thoroughly examine it just to make sure that it's going to do good.
I can't sign a blank cheque. I'm not going to commit sight unseen.
Drawing criticism from the opposition.
We've got another announcement with no details and no certainty.
I think what we're saying is we need to get cracking on it.
While the roundtable was all about consultation and consensus, the federal government is taking a different approach on the NDIS. Clearly losing patience with the states, the minister is taking the funding fight out into the open to pressure premiers to help solve one of the biggest budget dilemmas. Jane Norman, ABC News, Canberra.
So did the Treasurer get what he wanted? Here's National Political Lead David Spearce with his analysis.
The Treasurer was always going to talk up the outcome of this roundtable, but he wasn't the only one who felt this had been a worthwhile process. Jim Chalmers is flagging quick action now on cutting red tape to get more homes built and to overhaul environment laws. Further work will be done in a raft of other areas. There was no big bang reform announcement at the end of 3 days, but perhaps most importantly, this roundtable has kick-started a long overdue process on tax reform. There won't be a major tax review. Cabinet will still call the shots. But there are now 3 stated goals: tackling intergenerational inequity, incentivising business investment and simplifying the tax system. Jim Chalmers is ambitious for reform and critically, he's not ruling out some tax changes before the next election.